turn that down, shouldn't I? Why does it think I'm in roll 20? I don't know. It's always funny when I turn my volumes down and it's like, oh, it's roll 20 that's playing something. It's not roll 20, it's YouTube. Anyway, hello, welcome in. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone had a lovely day. Where is the food gif? I would love. Don't make a gif of me. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi Mallow. Hi Umbra. Hi Nazard. Hello husband. Hello McCoy. Thank you all for being here. No pressure at all. I'm gonna. Here he comes.
Did you open the wine? I wanted to taste the wine to see.
I did open the wine. I haven't even tasted it yet. It's a good day. I'm drinking free wine. Free wine. We went to a restaurant the other day and we were gonna order. We had ordered some apps and we were gonna order some more food. And the guy came back and he's like, "They didn't tell me, but the kitchen closed, so have some free wine."
Oh, is that this?
Yeah. So I guess we should go back sometime. It's a pretty good place. And I feel like the waiter was hitting on all of us, which is
weird.
that's Cypher's shirt. That's completely different.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello Naki. What kind of dishes do the Daily eat? I feel like probably a lot of root vegetables, things that grow in the earth. So potatoes. What would the Daily eat? Yeah, potatoes. Probably like high energy foods. We bought that thing of goldfish like 2-3 days ago. And it's like almost empty now.
I think this was my dinner last night.
When I don't make dinner,
That's not entirely true.
he often will eat crackers and some cherries.
It's cheese, fruit, tomatoes.
He eats things that he doesn't have to cook.
I'm a forager.
He's a forager. Or he'll make pizza rolls. Oh yeah, I love the goldfish. I love the Cheez-Its.
My dirty little pleasure, pizza rolls.
Mm-hmm. Mallow, what would they do without us? They need us. Or else they would like get scurvy. So I haven't even tried the wine yet, but yay, free wine. Yay, Nagi, you should cook food. I'm gonna make mole tonight. Oh goodness. He does grill the meats. He is very good at that. I do all the prep work and seasoning and defrosting and cutting and all the stuff. But he throws it on the grill and makes it hot, which is good. It's very important. It's a very important part of the process. But yeah, and then I also had a friend make. Oh, it's sweating. Make limoncello, and so I'm gonna do like a play on tiramisu, but make it lemon. And I don't know if it's a thing that exists. I mean, it's probably just Italian lemon cake or like a trifle. It's kind of like a trifle. I mean, tiramisu is just like an Italian coffee trifle. Anyway, I'm gonna make dessert and it's gonna be tasty, and regardless of what I call it. So yeah, let's get started because the husband is hungry, and if I don't start cooking soon, he's gonna like gnaw on me, which is okay. There's plenty to go around. But yeah, I was going back and forth about which thing to make first. Hi, Fred. Welcome in. I should. Umbra, you're too kind. Okay, I'm gonna cook before I blush. What am I doing? Okay. So I pre-measured things, so I didn't get distracted. So normally, tiramisu for bachelor chow. Yes. He also makes bread, which is impressive. I don't make bread. So tiramisu, I'll get distracted a million times.
So did you do
Shh, hey,
sorry.
distractions. Distractions is normally made with ladyfingers, which are just an Italian cookie. Oh right, I do have the Plan X shirt on.
Did you get your ladyfingers tray?
No. What ladyfinger tray? What? I don't have a ladyfinger tray. Anyway, so I don't have a Madeline tray either. Anyway, Lightspeed briefs beam the advertising right into his head. Normally made with ladyfingers, but I didn't feel like going through the whole thing, so I found a very similar method of just making a cake. So I'm doing that instead, just for simplicity, and then I'll cut it into appropriate shape for making like the trifle layered dessert kind of thing. So I'm gonna try that, and hopefully it works. I think it should work. I'm kind of going off the cuff, but... So yeah, anyway, all I have in here is some almond flour, some regular flour, salt, and baking powder. But not very much baking powder, because most of the rise on this is going to be through my whipped up eggs. So it's going to be like a very light... whatever those cakes are called. Jacquard? Jacquard sponge, I think, is the fancy French term. Yay, I'm so glad. Fred can come help me cook next week. But that's set aside. Cream cakes. Hello, Sotos. Welcome in. Okay. And of course I spilled some. I should probably grease this pan. But I'm going to start whisking up egg whites. And they're just going to whisk for a long time until they get real pale and fluffy and thick. Yeah, I'm channeling like I would love to be in the pool right now, so I'm wearing technically swim trunks right now. Anyway, got my eggs. I'm just gonna crack some eggs into my bowl. Oop. And try not to drop an egg on the floor.
It's going.
It's not going, my goodness. I've got it. Can we go two at once? Ha ha ha! The talent! Okay. And notice I'm cracking on flat surfaces. Always crack your eggs on a flat surface. What happened? I just hear my husband laughing over there, and I come back to see CZ talking about fisting. Oh my goodness. I am fine. I looked away for 1 second, and then I came back to fisting. It wasn't even from Fred. The wall or like your head, the forehead works well. Anyway, I just need to aerate my eggs. CZ, I don't think you could look bad. CZ and Nazard are so cute. So heckin' adorable. My goodness. Okay. Those are beating. I should get my other stuff out, which is melting butter. So I should melt some butter. I knew I had a pan around. I know, right? And half the chat are streamers, so follow all those cute streamers too. Had this stove for how many years and I still don't know which knob is for which burner. I pre-measured so many things. Got oil. Let's see. Have vanilla somewhere. Gonna I think that's knob in the British sense, CL. But they're unspeakable, Umbra. How is he gonna speak them? Let's trim that down before I have browned butter. I should prepare the baking pan. Be a little bit lazy and just use one of those. But then I am gonna spritz my pan as well. And now everything should come out of the pan, nice and easy. Okay. Yeah, you gotta spray. You gotta get it all over. Gotta get it nice and greased up so everything moves well. It's all about lubrication. I guess I can start preparing pork? I'm gonna do this. Okay. Got a hunk of pork. Thank you for lurking, Umbra. It's always good to see you. There's blue on this fat cat for some reason. That's weird. Let's cut it off. It's fine. Probably just from the packaging. Okay. So I'm just going to chunk this up so I can then braise it. I'm going to sear it and then I'll braise it in the sauce when the sauce is made. If you're going to be fighting, make sure you wear your protection. We don't want anyone getting permanently injured. That's a nice sized chunk of meat. And I actually remembered to defrost it ahead of time. Imagine that. And I'm just chunking it into similar sized pieces so it'll cook at approximately the same rate. I've got my meat board on top of my everything else board so I don't get raw meat into my wooden cutting board. Yeah, Claymore's offering meat. Sure, we're only a quick flight away for some of you, so dinner will be ready by the time you get here. If you're gonna be helpful, you could come and sprinkle some salt for me. Did you hear? I don't know if you heard me. Can't tell. You coming? You coming? You coming around the corner? Haha, he's here. Salt me.
Alright, where's the salt? Oh, here it is.
Also right there.
Oh, you make rainbow pasta salad too.
I'm not making pasta salad.
Just keep going?
Yeah, just pour it.
I don't know. You'll tell me when, I know.
Like 10 times that.
Really?
It's several pounds of meat.
Don't you need to turn that over?
No, I will do the thing.
How's that?
Oh,
Good start. But I'm a vegetarian. I just won't swallow.
CZ, I've got some lovely cauliflower in the fridge, which I was going to mention that the sauce would go fine on cauliflower. Or you could just lick the sauce off, right?
More?
Yes, more.
Okay.
2 more.
2 more? 1 more? Is my duty over?
Thank you. You can turn my pan on.
What's it? Oh, you want this on?
Yeah.
Does it need oil? Need some oil in it?
I got it. Okay, now you're in the way.
Oh, well, that's typical. I'm always in the way. Are you watching this?
Okay. So here's what our eggs and sugar look like now. Nice and lovely and foamy. Hello, Floofy. Welcome in. We are making some cake. Our eggs are ready. I'm gonna add my wet stuff in there. Thank you for the menu, Claymore. Hi, Looky. Welcome in. I'm gonna stick this somewhere in a non-dirty location. Just in case I need it again, which I might. I am busy.
Alright, I'll come back. Oh, someone subscribed.
CZ. Hold on. metal spoon. Here we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. And oh, it's easy. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh, I do love souvlaki. Oh my goodness. Did you subscribe just so you could use the cheers emote? Oh my goodness. I feel like that is one of my pretty unique emotes. Okay. But thank you so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. I will absolutely bake for you anytime. Okay. So I'm folding this in. Trigger fold alerts. I haven't done folds yet. I do have a fold command, but I haven't done everything I want to do with it because I'm so lazy about transferring over. There's a thing for it. It just doesn't have a pop-up that I want because I'm so lazy about transitioning to OBS. Anyway, so I'm folding gently so I don't lose all that lovely volume I beat into my eggs. Because most of my rise, the volume of my cake, is coming from the air that I beat into the eggs. There is a little bit of baking powder to help it along, but most of it is from that whipping. I should also have turned on the oven, shouldn't I? You folded eggs into the slab. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. 325. And you do want to do this last folding bit by hand. So one, so you can be gentle, and two, so you can know that you don't have any spots of flour in here. And this is kind of the same method you'd use to make like a roulade, like a roll cake. If you were doing a jelly roll. Thank you, Oluki. Well, so I wrote that initially because I was making the gurgler-inspired dessert using puff pastry, which is notoriously folded a million times. Because I thought it was appropriate. Oh my goodness, this might be too much batter. I don't know. I don't know how much it's gonna rise from this, but right? But yes, I will be gentle with this.
I like some bonus cake. Bonus cake. The whole damn bakery.
What? What about the bakery?
The whole damn bakery.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm gonna throw some oil in my pan so I can start searing my pork chunks. Yes, I did fold gherkin into the pastry. Did you see the milfouille? The milfouille was the gherk dessert. Yes. He is excited for cake. 35 minutes. Oh, no need to rotate if using convection. Perfect. Well, and because I had made extra puff pastry, I was just eating the milfouille, the extra cooked puff as like sandwiches. It was pretty nice. Okay. Let me turn on my fan. Okay. Oh. Oh, Clay's here to show off the latest thing that he's printed.
It's just a game piece. It's nothing fancy.
It's not a game piece, it's a game storage.
Okay, fine. It holds a little
device.
cardboard thing and you put little things up here.
Well, there's a lot of batter in that.
I know there
It'll be
is.
all over the oven.
It's not.
What is it going to play? Is it going to stay in the pan?
It doesn't raise that much. It's supposed to all go in a 9-inch cake pan, so it's about the same surface area.
Yes, Robo. It's for a new game, Dice Rolls.
Hi, Robo. Yeah, we tried it out yesterday.
Could ask for it to be made again. Hint, hint, and nudge. Hint, hint, and nudge. Hint, hint, and nudge.
What? Oh, you're saying that Clay should ask for it to be made again. He could. Boob blocks. Yes, it's the boob block. Okay. I'm gonna start getting some stuff ready for my sauce over here. If I knew where my knife was. Haven't you heard of the famous boob blocks? Robo, what are you doing with your night off? Robo's usually busy modding over at Featherfall, but there's no game tonight. Don't have a night off. Do you have some other channel that you have to go mod for? Or are you just not telling anyone you have the night off so you can do your own things and not get roped into anything else? I've exposed Robo. Oh, you have your actual campaign. Oh, right, because you log in to Featherfall, you say hi and do the mod stuff, and then you leave and put them on mute because you're playing the same game. I have been there. That's how I was watching Avernus. Okay, cake is in the oven. Drive safely, Joey. Thank you. I texted Joey because I'm using the limoncello that he made tonight. And hopefully it turns out well. And welcome in, Cosmo. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, this is Thursday Night Cooking. Although I think in the summer, I'm going to do some of my cooking days on Mondays because we take my mom to the musical theater on Thursdays. So it's going to be like every other week. So I think it starts next week, yeah.
Are you going to have to move the cooking stream?
So I'm thinking I'm going to do every other week, Thursdays and then Mondays for cooking.
Trying to flip this pork.
That's alright, still.
Starting to brown on the sides.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Oh, are you braising it?
I will be braising it, yes.
In front of a hot tub.
What about a hot tub? We have a hot tub?
When did you get us a hot tub? Are you getting the hot tub for my birthday?
Clay's birthday is coming up, so apparently we're getting a hot tub.
In a week? What is today's date? 6 days?
It's a week from tomorrow? Oh, wait, today's
A week
Yeah.
of a week of dessert starts tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Chocolate sheet cake.
Thank you, Cosmo.
Millefeuille.
What's
I
Millefeuille?
don't remember. How do you say it?
Millefeuille.
Millefeuille.
It's got so many vowels in it, and you only pronounce one of them, and you pronounce another vowel that's not there.
Rainbow pasta salad.
Like, how would you spell Millefeuille? I would spell it like F-W-E-Y, but it's spelled F-E-U-I-L-L-E.
Hey, look.
It wouldn't be French if you didn't have a bunch of vowels that you weren't pronouncing.
Because it's summer, I'll be doing it every other cooking stream in front of a hot tub.
What? I didn't say hot tub. What? What? What?
Thought you were announcing hot tub cooking.
Oh. Oh, the Teo said that. That's why.
Free wine.
Can you run Stream Raiders for me, please? Since Teo's
I
here.
will attempt to.
Mill tank?
Where is it?
I mean, if we're
I
excited
need
for
to click that button. Now,
if we're
where is
excited
it?
for
Where
Pokemon
is it?
Scarlet, just alt tab to it.
Oh, Alt tab.
Yeah, it's probably just behind. Yeah, it's right there.
Okay,
Oh,
now what
can
do I
you drag
do?
it to the other screen? Just click on the battlefield. Well, the one that says View Battlefield. The blue chest right there. Yeah.
Okay. Now what?
I only have my unit. Okay.
You are the only person.
Apparently, just drag Haze onto my unit and let it go.
Haze?
It's gonna go poorly because it was a healer, I think. Teo, where were you?
Alright, we'll just let that go.
You can just turn that off now.
Yeah, I'll just go back to
Start
what
the
am I
next
going?
battle.
Cooking?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll just turn that off.
Well, that was exciting. Hot tub baking. Boil cabbage and myself. Yes, I'm gonna make cabbage rolls, whatever those. I got Teo onto GIS because I was trying to help him get a job, and I told him that if he knew GIS, he could probably get a job where I work. And it seemed up his alley. Okay, let's try that again. Maybe we'll have units this time. Okay. No worries. Yes, take care of yourself, and thank you, Cosmo. I am not the fastest, but I can do it while reading chat and not looking at what I'm typing. Oh my goodness. So, I dropped a random unit on a random person's stream, and because Stream Raiders updated, they gave you very specific, like, you could request each individual type of unit now. I dropped the wrong kind of tank, and this person messaged Clay, and they're like, I might have to ban you if you don't use the proper units. I went and looked, and they've got like 4 accounts of their own, so they can drop units on their own battles. Like, at least I haven't created a bunch of burner Twitch accounts for this. So, anyway, it was a little bit silly, and it's not like it was a dungeons run where it would have mattered, or a versus run. It was just a random. It was just the regular campaign where any extra units are helpful. So, yes, I'm not too serious about the Stream Raiders. I usually just say to vibe. Yeah, it was very silly. Oh, does CZ know about GIS?
Not like this. What is GIS?
GIS is Geographical Information Systems. I think it's geographical. Geospatial? Anyway, it is useful for a variety of things, but we use it at work to, like, coordinate and classify data for analysis. We've got a whole GIS office. Okay, I'm putting stuff into my pot so I can start simmering it. Anyway, I've got a bunch of tomatoes I had left over. So tomato. And now there's a bunch of spices that go into this. But of course, the most notorious for going into a mole is chocolate. And so I'm putting just the rest of this bag of unsweetened cocoa powder into it because I need to get rid of this bag. And usually you'd use like a block of Mexican chocolate for this.
It's GIS or Jim, yeah.
But it's pronounced Gis or Gis. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, CZ was telling us about a strawberry that they just had from their garden. And so Clay went to see if there's any strawberries in our garden. Yeah, I am definitely not team sweet beans here. So, and normally for mole or any like Mexican sauce, you'd have a bunch of like chilies that you would chop up. I didn't have any chilies in the house, but I did have a sauce that I made with a bunch of different chilies when I made enchiladas a couple weeks back. So this sauce is just basically stock and chilies right now. So I need stock and chilies in my sauce now. And there we go. Easy peasy. And then I had some saffron, so why not? That's very, very Spanish rather than necessarily Mexican. But I like it. It sounded like it'd be a nice addition. Couple weeks? Yeah, I made sauce a couple weeks ago. It's fine. Throwing some extra garlic because I didn't have very much. I didn't have as much garlic as I wanted. Some nutmeg that I'm too lazy to grate right now, so I had pre-grated. Still fine. And some Mexican oregano. I just have the rest of this thing about. I think I'll just throw that in too. Because why not? Oh, right, and I had some, so it often calls for, like, dried fruit, like prunes or raisins. I don't have any of that, but I do have some random grape jelly. So I'm going to use some grape jelly instead of raisins. Should be some nice little depth of flavor. And then, of course, leave this out if you don't if you have an aversion to peanuts. I'm going to put a little spoonful of peanut butter in, too. And by a little spoonful, I mean heaping spoonful. I'm making a mole sauce. Which is pretty much just throw a bunch of stuff into a pot. A whole lot of spices. A mole is just like a Mexican kind of, it's kind of like a simmer sauce. Or like an enchilada sauce. But a mole traditionally has a very complex blend of spices and like some fruits and often chocolate. If you've got like chipotles and adobo, you can use that whole can as a really nice addition to this. Of course, any sort of dried chilies like de arbol or like Anaheim peppers, any sort of dried peppers. And yeah, I'm just gonna simmer my pipian. Is that an actual pepper, Fred, or is that a Fredism? Is it gonna be something?
No, it's a green mole.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's not. This is a
I think you usually make that with pumpkin seeds.
with pepitas. Yes. This is in theory a mole negro, so black mole with chocolate. I've never made a pipian. I do love like chili verde, which is pretty much what I'm doing. Just instead of the verde sauce, I'm using the mole negro. It's Robo. It's just Spanish. Oh, that was the mint.
Did you just throw the mint out?
I didn't realize.
I guess you didn't need it for dessert.
No, I don't need mint with dessert. For a lemon and almond dessert? Mint?
Maybe you needed it for your cocktail. Do you need to spare it?
I'm not having a cocktail. Oh my goodness.
What is that, French 75?
A French 75 is gin, lemon, simple syrup, and
Oh, I don't think we have any gin.
sparkling wine.
You want some?
I'm still drinking my red wine.
I need gin.
Don't do to me what CL did to me the other week, and I started drinking a sparkling, and then he came over and brought a bunch of seltzers, and I got so drunk.
Oh, off the Trulies. Those Truly lemonades are dangerous.
Yes, the Trulies are very tasty. I told my mom that she was ever gonna buy
Come get
seltzers.
champagne.
Yeah,
Sparkling wine, sorry.
it's champenoise.
It's made in the Messados style.
Yeah, champenoise.
Yep.
Delicious.
By this woman winery up here.
Oh yeah, it's a woman-owned winery up in our
Woman-owned
local
winery.
area.
Woman owned and run.
It's really good.
Very good.
If anyone ever visits, we will take you to the winery.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly just because it's an excuse for us to go.
Got a fun little label too. Right? Where's your little label there? I have a massive tan line from disc golfing. It is, yeah, it's real bad. So bad. Oh, it is really bad in that shadow. I have a massive farmer's tan.
Right. You've got a mole mix. You didn't notice it on Apparent? Yeah, his tan is a deep tan. Like it's
Sorry, I'm making noise.
that too. But I also like when my skin is in the sun, it just gets red.
There, you want to feel cold?
Like my goodness. Fire mapping, right? I just got red from one day in a
Or
pool
GIS lines.
at his sister's house. So this sauce is just gonna simmer away. I'm gonna blend it so it gets nice and smooth. Decals on. Oh, I should have put like. Did you want me to do the henna, the tattoo with with sunscreen where I just drew patterns on myself so I didn't tan in that little area? And hello, Ginkgo. Welcome in.
Oh, a shoe tan.
I get sandal tans.
There's your wine for when you need a refill.
Is that from that winery or is that from somewhere else?
That's from theirs.
Is it like the A to Z versus the high-end one?
I don't know.
No, this is actually from El Dorado. This is their lower end.
I mean,
Folsom Stewardship. So this is the ones they go, because these are the grapes from El Dorado that you're making into wine there.
it was also the one they gave us for free because they closed the kitchen too early
That's
for us to
all.
order more food. So
I think that guy was just looking for a reason to give wine out.
he wanted to
I
get some more
can't
attention.
wait to start streaming again. I didn't want to stream. Oh, yeah, that would be rough.
Yeah,
Good
oh
that
my
you're feeling
goodness.
better though. That's nice. It makes clay look rustic.
Ooh, now we got
I don't think I've ever noticed tan lines, but feel like a lot of people call them gross for some reason. Oh, I have no idea. Do henna with sunscreen? That's not good. Oh, I'm in the way of everything, probably.
Probably.
Probably. That's pretty normal. You already used the chili?
Yes.
Santa Fe. No hatch green chili?
No.
Darn.
This is not a hatch green chili sauce.
I know, but hatch green chili is the best.
So I've almost got enough color on all of these pieces of pork. How bad do your tan lines get, Teo? Class status, I see. Yes, the high class people can just lay outside naked and get all over tans. Our cake looks good. It's not rising out of the pan, which is nice. And it's thick enough that I'm going to be able to slice it through the middle. Yes, CZ, that is so kind and thoughtful of you. Please, I do need help with the application. And you gotta help me remember to like reapply, because that's what always gets me. I'll put it on the first time, and then like a couple hours later, I'll be like, "Whoops, I'm burned. What happened?" Okay. So remember to taste your sauce to make sure it's well seasoned. And it just looks like a brown sauce, but it's brown because it's got chocolate in it. That's how you apply massage oil too. You know you have like an actual person trained in massage if they like have a warmer, or if they warm it up in their hands before just like if they just squeeze the massage oil right onto you, they're probably not a professional therapist. They're doing what looks good on camera. All sauces should be seasoned properly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm trying to make that dirty when it's like inherently not dirty. Question is, where did all of these spices come from in the cabinet? It does need a little salt. I'd probably turn on the fan a little higher. Okay. Now that my meat has color, I can pour the sauce on to let it finish braising. To cook all the way through and hopefully get nice and tender. So turn off that. And like this. Turn that on. Oh no, my sauce boiled over. No, it's not that bad. I'm just gonna need to wash the stove. So always use a bigger pan than you think you might need, because then when it starts to bubble up, You don't necessarily, you want to spill over quite as badly. Wait. When do we focus? I don't even know. I can't see the camera when I'm turned away. Is it cake time? It's not cake time. The cake has another 10 minutes-ish. And then it still has to cool and then get sliced and then get soaked and then get filled. There's a whole bunch of steps left to do until cake time. Okay. Turn this down. Put my lid on. And that can just sit there and bubble away until it's ready to go. Although I suppose I can make some like side dishes or something. Innuendo? I wouldn't know the first thing about that. Okay. So the question is, do I make fresh rice or do I just use my leftover rice? Clay will want fresh rice. And I've got this pan that I had sauce in that I can just throw extra new rice in. You want to find me the white rice? Hello?
What kind of rice?
We got white rice somewhere.
The sushi rice, or you got long grain?
We don't have. Oh, here it is. Never mind. I found it.
Are you making rice?
Yeah.
From the bag?
Yeah, it's white rice. It's not gonna take a million years.
Well, I guess it's not brown rice. So
You can go get me some water.
there should be some in that thing right there.
Oh, there is.
I
Perfect.
don't know if that's enough.
No, it's not.
I was gonna make bread, but the starter's a little low, so I need to
Hot water, please.
Hot, 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 hot.
Yeah.
Hot, hot, hot. So you mean like cake level water? How much do you want?
I did make peasant rice. I've got leftover rice that I made fried rice with because I needed something to use my watermelon rind kimchi with.
You know it's more expensive to eat this with electricity than it is gas, right?
Yeah, it's also faster for my brain.
How much do you need?
Like
I'm not
2
gonna
cups?
Get too much because I don't want to do it all hot water.
That's fine. Thank you.
Is that enough?
Got it.
Just leave that on the counter. Yeah.
I don't really need to season this rice because I've got the leftover sauce in here. And on the plus side, it'll clean my, it'll clean half the pan for me. Okay. Perfect. See, Clay is so against like leftover rice, but you need to have leftover rice to make fried rice. Oh, I can show you the. So speaking of reducing waste and leftovers, I made watermelon rind kimchi, which is vegan. But it uses most of the rind. You just cut off the you cut off most of the green, and you keep all the white part. And then you just use the same seasonings that you would use for kimchi. Yeah. So it's got onion, garlic, ginger, gochujang, not gochujang. I didn't use gochugaru. Some other stuff, salt, pepper. And it actually turned out really nicely. It's vegan. I didn't put fish sauce or whatever the name for the fermented fish paste is. I have some, but I didn't use it in here.
Your shrimp paste?
But it's tangy, it's spicy, it's crunchy. I just sliced it up to use in my fried rice this morning. Hi, TBJ. Welcome in. Did you finish Resident Evil? Yeah. Ooh, spicy. It's good. No, probably not. Too spicy for you like 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
What? When I first met him, he could not handle spice. There's a lot to go. Oh, because you're playing 7. It's because I heard that 8 is pretty short, right?
8's less than 10 hours.
8 is the short one.
Which is sad. I haven't even beat it yet. I keep getting distracted every time I start it.
And welcome in, Eeyore.
Your thing's boiling.
What thing's boiling?
Whatever's not man.
My thing is boiling. It's not boiling. It's barely bubbling. My pork is bubbling away, which is exactly what I want because it's braising. Yeah, I saw someone do it on a TikTok, and so I get a lot of recipe ideas from TikTok. There are some very talented chefs on there. And some less talented. Anyway. I'm not going to say that. Anyway. But yeah, I saw someone do the watermelon rind kimchi, and so I started looking it up, and yeah, it's a thing. People do it. And it's a real good way to reduce food waste. And I was reading about the health benefits. There's all sorts of vitamins and fiber in the watermelon rind. Yes. I have not taken any professional... Well, I can't say that.
You haven't taken any class.
I've taken very few... I've taken a couple, seminars. Like, we did an ice cream class. It was more of a,
Show and tell.
Yeah, I mean, seminar is probably a good word for it.
Show and tell.
But yes, I've done a couple of, seminar cooking classes. A couple, 2 or 3. But everything else is just from watching Food Network and reading cookbooks and everything else. And just growing up and loving food. I just love food. A Cosmo cook-along? Hell yeah. You burn cereal? Oh my goodness. I mean, that's straight out of, that's straight out of The Simpsons. I love it. Did you watch that episode of The Simpsons, Homer the Smithers? I even remember the name, because it's a really easy name to remember. Where Homer was Smithers for a little bit, and he was trying to cook breakfast for Mr. Burns. And he, I don't remember exactly what he cooked, but he tried to cook some eggs and it caught on fire. And then he tried to cook a skewer, but he doesn't know how to cook. And so he broke the microwave and stuck it in, was trying to rotate it, and it caught on fire. And then he poured cereal and milk in a bowl, and it caught on fire! It was one of the better gags from The Simpsons. And of course it was from 25 years ago. It was one of the good seasons, so 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there. Yeah. It was pretty good. But yeah. But thank you so much, Oliki. And honestly, just do it enough. Especially this last 2 years. I've probably gotten better just in the last 2 years because I've been cooking. I cook 2 to 3 meals every day. Before the pandemic, we were going out to lunch almost every day, unless we were taking a kind of a snack box to work that was just mostly charcuterie, so some cheese and crackers and salami and fruit. And then I'd have class. I'd have a martial arts class in the evening, and so we'd do something real quick, like a pre-made meal from Trader Joe's or something. But just from the last couple of years, I've been cooking 2 or 3 times a day, and just practice and eating, lots of eating. It gets you there. Of course, the most important thing is to make things that you like. So even if it's not quote unquote the best meal, if it tastes good and you want to eat it, then it's perfect. Gotta turn my rice down. I got a lid somewhere. Did I put it in the tasting. Where did I put it? Did I wash it? I did, I washed it. Oh my goodness, I washed the dish. There we go. Okay, rice on the stove. No, not MasterChef. I'm very, very much still amateur, but talented amateur, I guess. I can claim that. I should check my cake. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. Should get a dealie out. Well, maybe it's not all the way. Didn't quite get in the middle. Oh no, it's still done. There's the cake. I mean, it's like a little bit jiggly, but my toothpick is coming out completely clean. So I'm gonna say it's done. I don't want to overcook it. Have fun with your game, Robo. I am not at all jealous. I am missing D&D this week. I'm glad I got to run the game earlier this week, but running a game and playing a game doesn't quite hit the same like pieces of the brain. Okay, so I'm gonna get a rack for this. Just so it has some airflow on the bottom to help it cool quicker. And then I'm going to have to pop this in the freezer. Hi, Turbid. Welcome in. Okay, so I'm going to make this into something like a tiramisu. So this is just a plain, like, vanilla almond cake. But I'm going to soak it in my friend's homemade limoncello, and then I've got some I'm gonna whip up some mascarpone cream, and I've got some lemon curd that I made. Turby, I'm sorry, I hope you like lemon too. It's inspired by tiramisu, but it's gonna be very lemony rather than coffee and rummy. Just drink a shot. Okay, so Cosmo, Cosmo and Eeyore. Tiramisu is a classic Italian-style dessert that is made with ladyfingers, which are just a vanilla kind of cookie that they let go stale, and then they soak the cookie part in a mix of rum and espresso, so it gets a lovely like boozy coffee flavor. And then they do layers of a mascarpone cream. And mascarpone is just a very mild Italian cheese. It's kind of like cream cheese, but it's not as tangy. And so they'll do layers of the soaked cookies, the mascarpone cream, and like cocoa powder. So yeah, if you like coffee and you like a little boozy dessert, then it is very nice. So I'm doing this in kind of the same vein, but I was too lazy to make ladyfingers, which I've done before. It's just I didn't feel like getting out the piping bag and getting everything out in the tray and taking a million things. I also didn't want to turn on the big oven because it's hot today, and so being able to make it as a cake in my toaster oven was very good for me. So once this cools, then I'm going to trim it. I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'm going to cut it into sections so I can soak those sections and still get kind of the ladyfinger effect. Soak them in limoncello instead, and then use the same mascarpone cream, but also use some lemon curd. but it still needs to cool. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Who's down here? We got a bunch of rogues, tanks. Let's throw some tanky goodness. I can absolutely save you a slice, Joey, but Turbid, you're gonna have to come and visit because I don't think it will travel very well. And also, I'm going to try it before I share it with anyone, because I've never made it before, and it's kind of an experiment, and I'm hoping it turns out well. But other than how hot it is right now, it's a great time to visit us, Turbid. Okay. Where is... What a palette knife? What a palette knife? Guess I'm just using one of these. Okay. Gonna try to Vancouver. I mean, I would be happy to visit Vancouver again. It's been a few years since we've been up there. So that's where we find out if I greased my pan well enough. Did I get it greasy enough? Oop, looks like I did. It smells so nice. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that smells really good. Was there a piece that fell off that I could try?
No, my goodness. My goodness. I'm going to throw it in the freezer very briefly if my husband would release me.
You're released, we can just go wherever. Alright, you need to put that on. You putting it in the outside freezer?
No.
I don't know if you put it in this freezer.
Where
Where
is?
is? Okay.
That's not big enough plate. Don't mind me. Probably put... Should probably save that piece of parchment. Oh no! Hot cake makes parchment roll up. Oh no! Dang it! Come on. I'm trying to trick it by putting it different ways. Dang it, parchment. Wow. Wow. Okay. I gotta just force it. The Boring Rude City. I mean, we'd take wet. Wet is fine. Yeah, we had a nice time. Other than, like, right around the train station, where there were unfortunately a lot of unhomed people. Like, everywhere else. So nice. We had a nice B&B. Yeah, we stayed at a gay B&B. from Mr. B&B, yeah. And you know it was very gay because the Wi-Fi password was like Madonna rocks or something. And there were Madonna posters all over. It was great. Yeah. Actually, I've had really good luck with Mr. B&B. Because you know they're going to be gay friendly, which is great. I mean, it's literally just Airbnb, but for I'm pretty sure it's just for, well, I mean, it was intended for gay travel, but I'm pretty sure it will be LGBTQ friendly for everyone. Yeah. I haven't used it lately. But I was traveling for work once, and I had to go down to the Central Valley of California. And Central Valley, you're never quite sure because there's some pockets there that might not be super LGBTQIA plus friendly. And by might, I mean definitely. And I was only supposed to be there for 2 days, and I had my hotel, and then they asked me to stay an extra day, and the hotel had no spots for the extra day because there was some sort of convention going on. I'm like, well, shoot. But I just popped onto Mr. B&B, and there was a local gay couple that had a room, and it was within the price range, which was great. And I just hung out with them, and we watched a scary movie, and I had dinner there, and it was so nice. So, yeah. Definitely try Mr. B&B if you're traveling, and especially if you're concerned about having a gay-friendly atmosphere. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. Yes. Like, a couple of my coworkers were very much like, you should go to this like local restaurant and get the local punch, which is a very, very, very alcoholic punch. And like, you should go and it'll like get you wasted on one, and then et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm like, I don't know if I alone as a gay man want to go to the Central Valley and get super drunk amongst like the local color. Might not have been the safest thing for me, and I don't think my coworker understood that. So yeah. Long story short, I never visited the place with the very strong punch, regardless of how friendly they were supposed to be. I'm sure they were friendly to my coworker, who had all sorts of nice stories about his kids and his wife and everything. I didn't have those stories, so. But yeah, are you in this area, Cosmo? They definitely do. Taylor, oh, my goodness, you're so sweet. Thank you for the Pride biddies. Yes, it is Gay Pride Month for any who has somehow avoided this knowledge. So yeah, support your local gay businesses. And even if you can't financially support places, make sure that your friends and family know that you are a safe space for the LGBTQIA plus community, because even just knowing that people have a safe space to exist can save a life. It can be very good for someone's mental health. It's just a good positive thing to do in general. It's not related to Pride Month, but I had a friend from high school just the other day send me a message on Instagram for one of my food posts, and he told me that his son was interested in cooking, but he wasn't sure it was like a thing that boys could do. And my friend showed his son the posts of all the things that I've cooked, and just showed him that, yeah, it's definitely a thing that anyone can do. And yeah, it made me cry a little bit. Like, I'm not gonna mince words. I was so happy to have like been an inspiration for this young person who wanted to cook. And it doesn't matter if this young person is LGBTIA or not. It doesn't matter. He should be comfortable cooking regardless. So yeah, it made me really happy. And hello, Evan. Speaking of LGBTQIA plus chefs, oh my goodness, Evan is a chef also. Right? I mean, that's how I caught Clay. I cooked for him every week, multiple times a week. When we first met, pretty sure I was a larger instigator of this. But yes, I definitely went through the stomach. He mentioned some like food thing that I had never heard of before. And I tried making it and I was so wrong. Like I had no idea what he was actually looking for. By the time I did figure it out. I did eventually make that food for him at some point, but the first time I made it, he's like, "This isn't it at all." And I was so. It was the sabayon. It was the sabayon.
Oh,
I know. I didn't know what.
multiple names.
I didn't know what sabayon sauce was, but yeah, I tried. I cooked my little heart out. I made a wine sauce. It was not yes, that Evan. But I didn't know what it was, and so what I heard was like Sauvignon, so I thought it was just like wine poached fruit. And so I made wine poached fruit, and he's like, "This isn't that at all." And of course, this was like 12 or 13 years ago. But if you were here earlier and you saw that whipped up egg and sugar, that's pretty much what sabayon is. It's just it's cooked, so you're not eating raw egg. But it's kind of that similar style sauce of just whipped up egg and sugar to make a nice, lovely, creamy, silky sauce. Yes, you gotta catch the mans with the cooking. He wants it next week. He's gotta write it down. You have so many points you could do a food routine. Except it'd be, yeah. Finger thing? There it is. And he's gotta remind me. Although it'll probably be on Monday because we have the musical on Thursday, and that's not a quick recipe.
I'll put it on our slide.
But yes, have you made sabayon before, Evan? It's... I think the first time I did it, I didn't have any tools, and so I tried to make it by hand. And yeah, the arm was tired because you just gotta sit there and whisk and whisk and whisk forever. Yeah. Well... Next week, Monday in theory.
I used to get it at this fish place, but they would put berries and stuff in it.
It was from
Fancy cups.
the Italian place on Capitol.
Well, when I had it as a kid, it was at the...
Oh, you had it as a kid.
Yeah, I grew up with always getting it at the seafood place.
Weird.
At Market Street Grill.
Oh. We always got it at whatever that place on Capitol's called, in the Wells Fargo building.
Oh, Il Fornaio.
Yes, we
No,
get
they
it.
would serve it in like a big chalice, and then it had like
That's a chalice
fruit
full,
and
just
stuff
yeah.
inside of it. It was
Yeah.
pretty delicious.
yes, that sauce. It's if you wanna spell it the right way.
Oh, you can make pasta salad on string too, with the pride pasta salad.
I've done it before.
I know, but I got special pride
Yes,
pasta.
we got rainbow farfalle pasta, so he was very excited about having
Go
his.
back, or are you just taking this out for good? Since that's a whole container for a tiny bit of nothing.
That and it's years old probably, and who knows what the heck it is.
Watermelon sorbet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but I figured I was just taking it out. Oh, I should whip up my mascarpone while I'm just sitting here chatting. There's a cream in here somewhere. Oh, it's somehow up there where I'm not tall enough. Range. I have short arms. Okay, got it. Okay. I should have taken this mascarpone out a while ago, so it would be a little softer. But luckily, it's like cream cheese, and will not be... Oh, no. Well... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What'd you do?
Oh,
You dropped something?
no. No, it's just... I can't use it.
What? Moldy?
It's moldy.
Oh. Do you mean to go get a new one? I mean, it does say best by July 7th. How is this moldy?
It's moldy. Okay. Okay.
It's
Let's...
not even by the Best Buy date.
I know. Okay.
I
Let's see what we can do.
Oh, you have that honey. Was honey?
I've got honey yogurt. I did have that thought.
with yeah, that was over.
Okay. We're pivoting. We are improvising. We're gonna figure this out with what we have on hand.
I've got a Trader Joe's, but I had two champagne over here.
I've got marshmallow. Okay. Okay. Also got lemon goat cheese. That could actually work. Okay.
Oh, you gotta make that rifle on tomorrow.
I know. Okay. We are pivoting. I know. Right? Top 10 anime trails. I know. I looked at the mascarpone in the fridge earlier today. I'm like, oh look, I have mascarpone. I'm all good to go. I did not open it. Oh, it's the wrong kind of zest. If only it were lemon zest. Oh my goodness, hello. Oh my goodness. Ender Potion. Welcome in. Let's turn on this camera. Hello. I'm... have a lovely time at school. But hello. Hello, Ender Potion. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. How did you find me? Please let me know, because I don't think I have interacted with you before. But yeah, welcome in. It is Thursday night dinner and dessert with Quake. My name is Quake. You can also call me Warren, but Quake is the name of my saber-toothed cat persona. Today we are making some pork mole, and I am in the middle of making a tiramisu inspired dessert, but instead of coffee, I'm making it lemon. And I just found out that my mascarpone cheese had gone bad, so I am trying to pivot and figure out a way to make a creamy thing. a creamy base, a creamy layer for my lemon tiramisu. Thank you so much for finding me, Ender. I really appreciate it. Thank you for bringing your community. Again, my name is Quake. This is my husband, Clay. And yeah, we are making our... I'm trying to make this cake work. It's in the freezer. I'm whipping up something to go in it. Now that I've found out that my mascarpone is bad. But thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the follow. Full Moon, welcome in. I wasn't... Okay, so... I am pivoting, since I don't have any mascarpone anymore. But I've got some lemon goat cheese. I've got heavy cream, yes. I was already going to use that. I've got about 2/3 of a cup, maybe. I've got some yogurt with honey in it to throw in as well. So I'm just going to whip this up with some sugar, and hopefully it turns into a lovely creamy layer that I can use in my dessert. Fingers crossed. We're experimenting. Right, I mean, how are you going to go wrong with goat cheese and cream? It's going to be tasty. Hopefully it all works together as a cohesive dessert. That is the real question here.
If not, you can just call it deconstruction.
You are welcome to redeem for another 3D print. Absolutely. And did we get a... We did get a shout out for Ender. What were you making tonight, Ender? Gonna turn on my mixer right now.
I made this recently. That's what I You wanted one of these, right?
No.
It looks creamy. It does look creamy. He usually does cocktails tonight, but we were making spike sorbet. That sounds
Spike
amazing.
sorbet. Oh man, that's amazing. Well, of course, we welcome in all of our friends in the community. Do you do the New York Times crossword? Because today, one of the clues in the crossword was NB. It was a, I think the clue was like identifier for someone in the queer community, and it was ENBYNB. And I think that's going to be happening a lot during June, of course, for Pride Month. I don't know if you're in the U.S., but if you're in the U.S., it's Pride Month. Pride Month. And so I was very happy to see that representation in the crossword. Yeah! Okay. That worked out pretty well. I mean, it's tangier than I would have expected because, I mean, I had the lemon goat cheese in there. Spike sorbet with the non-binary flag. Okay. So the non-binary flag is the pink and blue. No, that's the trans flag. If I could type. Okay, I'm gonna try to guess. Okay, it's the purple, yellow, white. I'm gonna try to guess what is in this sorbet. Okay, so black, probably blackberry. If we're getting a black layer, unless you're doing like a really dark chocolate, because we do have a great. Oh, you didn't do black. Okay, so purple could still be blackberry, or it could be ube. Says the husband from back there. White. White is probably really easy to do with like a lemon sorbet. A lemon sorbet is usually pretty pale, like white yellow. I was too melty to add the last layer. I mean, that's such a tricky thing to do on stream, so I'm impressed that you're making sorbet at all. But yeah, just working with temperatures and times and everything is so tricky. And then... Or I guess, actually, for your white layer, maybe like a light melon layer, and then because you could do the yellow as your actual lemon layer, and then enhance the yellow with some food gel or something. Oh yeah, the husband loves like a 7-Up melon, or even like a canary melon. We were at a restaurant sometime, and he is not a fan of like honeydew cantaloupe, but had some melon in a fruit cup, and it was really delicious. And he asked the server what the melon was, and they're like, "It's melon." And they went back and asked this chef, and I think it was 7-Up melon or Santa Claus melon at the time. Yeah.
But they'll sell, or it's got that name.
Yellow is lemon peach with limoncello. White was coconut lime with rum. Guava mixed berry. Ooh,
That's
boozy.
amazing. That's
And this is perfect because I've got my friend's homemade limoncello right here that I'm going to use to soak my cake layers.
That's real good.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
Can I eat dinner, or is it not done?
Oh yeah, you can eat dinner if you want.
Oh, yes, please. I need tortillas.
You can have tortillas if you want.
Let me toast them up.
Okay. Yes, and I've actually got a big thing of Everclear right here. I've got to make some limoncello myself. Or something. I've got so many limes right now. I gotta make some sort of liqueur.
Do you make apricot?
I don't know. We would need apricots.
I know, the farmer's market. Apricots. Oh, I gotta go to the farmer's market. I'm craving a big bag of apricots.
Okay. Where did my container go?
Is that hot?
No. Barely hot.
Do you want any tortillas?
Perhaps.
One? I'll make 3. You can have 1.5.
Okay. I need to cut this. I need to get back on my cutting board. Because cutting on a plate is tricksy at the best of times.
Oh, are you making ladyfingers out of that?
Yes.
Ah, cool.
That was the whole idea. How did you miss this?
Lego fingers?
Straight isopropyl. That's no good. Okay. Hopefully this is cool enough.
Awesome. Ooh, it's
To
dude,
cut
why did you use the
through.
red knife?
Because I need the serrated knife for this.
That's what the red knife is.
That's what I'm using.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Hmm.
Oh, did some fall off that I can eat? Oh yeah, some did fall off that I can eat.
Okay. So I'm going to cut this through the middle.
Did I use an Everclear base? So I can relate. I do have high-proof grapefruit liqueur with Everclear. Go in some good drinks. That cake's delicious.
Might be a little bit underdone through the middle. That's alright. It's raw. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's goop in the middle.
It's not goop, it's fine. Okay.
Tastes great, so tastes great. Give me that. Yum, 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 yum.
It's a little under, but it's still tasty, which is really the important part. It just means we're not going to extra soak it. Okay. But I mean, look at that. That is pretty much just a ladyfinger, right? Oh, here. Let me get my... my soaking container. It's just gooey middle. It's like having gooey brownies. Okay. So here's my limoncello. And just do a little soak. And because it's not stale, usually you do this with like stale ladyfingers. And so they would need to soak a little bit longer. But, ooh, that was potent. Ooh, so lemony. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that cake's good. Where'd you get that recipe? You just wing it.
The rest of it is for an Italian lemon almond cake.
Oh
Oh my goodness, husband.
I'm just goofing off.
He
Oh,
is.
Look, the dinosaur wants some.
He's in the way. Oh my goodness.
I'm always in the way. What else is new?
So I'm soaking it like I would do for tiramisu, but it's in
Genoa
limoncello.
sponge.
Yes, it's very much just a Genoa. Oop. Oh no.
Where is it fully implemented?
But it's alright if it falls apart because it's just going into this container anyway.
There we go. My favorite top.
And you can pull it apart and stack it as you need. Oh, you do see, that was my thought, Evan. I had never tried this before. Doing it this method, but I thought it would work, and I'm so glad that it is kind of working. Except my Genoa could have used another, minute in the oven.
You want a full, or you can eat later?
I will eat once I finish my cake assemblage.
Yeah. Are you gonna make whipped cream too?
No.
No whipped cream.
The whipped cream is in this.
Oh, that's where the heavy cream went.
Yes. My goat cheese yogurt heavy cream mixture going on my tiramisu base over here. So I can get rid of this. Wow. Wow.
I got tongs to play with.
I know you do. What happened to my...
I need another fidget spinner. I need to print another fidget spinner or something. Need another fidget toy.
Here.
The main reason I bought a 3D printer was fidget toys. What?
Okay.
What's that, lemon curd?
Yes.
Is it still good?
Yes. I did check the lemon curd earlier to make sure it was still good. I didn't check the mascarpone. I figured it would be fine. But I checked this.
Let's see. We just got, we got rice over
And if you've never made lemon curd before, you can absolutely buy lemon curd. But lemon curd is just like a thick lemon pudding that's made with sugar and a whole lot of lemon juice and some eggs that are tempered.
You want a photo?
And it's a lovely dessert topper. Like, it goes great on vanilla ice cream. It goes great on some,
Ooh, that sounds good.
crepes.
Woo!
It's a nice thing to just have around. If you have extra citrus laying around, juice it and zest it and turn it into curd. I'm going to do a second layer, and I might leave the... I'm just going to do a little drizzle of the limoncello on the second layer, because I don't want it to be too wet. Because the middle of my cake is a little bit under, but that's fine. I'll just cut that middle portion out and use the fully done pieces.
That piece of meat covered in sauce.
As my husband is getting his meat sauce going on. There we go. And we'll just ignore that little last bit that wasn't quite cooked.
There's a tortilla in there if you want. Did you need a picture of this? Or do you want? Ow. It's hot. There.
Of course it's hot.
You want to do some of this? Your thing's all dirty. Alright. Take a photo of that, please.
Oh, in the morning with biscuits? Yeah. Like some lovely biscuits with lemon
yes.
curd and jam and butter. Yeah. Sounds
Alright.
delicious. That's an extra piece of cake.
Oh, well, I'll come back and eat that later. There's others gonna be extra. Don't forget you have a tortilla.
I won't forget I have a tortilla.
Thank you for making that. That's amazing. Oh, Lord. Need more alcohol or are you good?
I'm good. So is turkey making enough of your cream? I would have had plenty if I'd had the mascarpone. But because of my lack of mascarpone, I'm a little bit short on my cream, so I'll try to spread it out as much as I can. Maybe I should put that extra little piece of cake in the corner. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's also a lovely dessert because it's not like the sweetest thing. It's got so many lovely like tart and sweet and things going on. Yes. Never forget the sacrifices that our mascarpone made. There we go. And then, of course, to make it pretty, 2022 to 2022. We've got our lovely candied, technically this is orange, but we'll pretend it's lemon for now. Just to make it nice and pretty. And because we've got these slices of orange just in the fridge waiting to get used. Oh, I did have 9. And there we go. And we have so much limoncello left for cocktails. And I'm just going to set this in the fridge to firm up so we can take a nice slice out of it. But that is our lemon-inspired. I mean, we might as well just call this like a lemon trifle. But it's in the style of tiramisu. And I am so excited to dig into it because, yeah, it's not the most gorgeous thing, but it just from tasting the components, it's going to taste real good. And of course, you can always top it with like powdered sugar at the end, but I've never really found a use for that. It usually just makes things have a layer of sugar on top of it. It doesn't serve any other purpose, as far as I can tell. Oof, and now I've got so much cleanup to do. But that is going to be it for me. Let me go find someone to raid. Let me run my stream raiders real quick. Oop, I did not mean to drop the spell there. But who is still going? I mean, Taylor is obviously done because she came in to say hi to me. Caliph is still going. Caliph is still doing some lovely arts. Is there anyone cooking tonight? I really need to add a guide the raid thing. I haven't raided Caliph in a while. And we love Caliph. Slash raid Caliph. There we go. Okay. Great. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you so much, Ender, for the raid. I really appreciate you bringing your community to come hang out. I will definitely go check you out because I'm excited to see that sorbet that you made. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna bring a dessert. Oh my goodness. I guess I can't stop you. The thing, you've got to bring a dessert to make. Although if it's next week, it'll be Monday, and then the following week will be a Thursday, so we'll work that out. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I hope that you have learned something. I hope you had a nice time. I hope your Thursday is great and that you're going to have a lovely Friday ahead. I hope that you make some mole however you like it and some tiramisu-inspired lemon dessert or whatever other flavor is your favorite. Thank you so much. Make your desserts, make your mole, send me pictures and tag me because I'm sure whatever you make will be good enough to eat. I'm excited to see it. Let's go show Kella some love. I will see you next time. I love you all. Happy Pride Month, and I'll see you next time.
Nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you. It's always nice seeing a new friendly name in chat. Hi. Dun, dun.